What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another video today. We're going to be doing my Premier League predictions ahead of Premier League matchday number 36 in the Premier League. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Social media links are in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your predictions ahead of Premier League matchday number 36. And finally, do want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore, who are going to be keeping you guys up to date with all the latest scores for Premier League matchday number 36 and all the other scores from around the world in the footballing universe. So do go and check it out. It is a free app to download. SofaScore will keep you up to date with all the other scores from all the other sports that you guys love to go and check out. So do go and check it out. Very highly rated. As I said, it is free, so it is worthwhile getting. Please do use the link in my description or alternatively the QR code on screen, and that'll take you to the download page to download the free SofaScore app. So cracking on with this video, we're going to speak about the results from Premier League matchday number 35 starting on Saturday, April 27th. You had West Ham taking on Liverpool in the early kickoff. I had Liverpool down to win that game by 2-1. Ended up finishing 2-2, and you imagine that that's probably Liverpool now done and dusted when it comes to the title race, because they're needing both Arsenal and Manchester City to start dropping points whilst they win every single game between now and the end of the season. Likeliness of that happening is highly unlikely, so I don't think Liverpool are going to win the league from the position that they find themselves in. Not completely out the title race, but certainly very, very difficult for them now to win the Premier League, with them dropping more points last weekend. Anyway, heading on to the 3 PM games, you had Fulham taking on Crystal Palace. I thought Fulham would have snuck that one and won the game 2-1, finished 1-1, and a good away point there for Crystal Palace. Manchester United took on Burnley. Thought United had cruised the game, to be honest. Burnley battling really hard. Still not out of that relegation fight just yet. Still competing really well, so they're not completely gone just yet. Burnley showing that fighting spirit there, picking up a really good point at Old Trafford. Man United, terrible result for them. Anyway, Newcastle taking on Sheffield United. Had that down to 3-1 Newcastle win, finished 5-1 to Newcastle. Good win for them, but that loss for Sheffield United has confirmed their relegation now back to the Championship. Wolves taking on Luton Town. Had that down to 3-0 Wolves win. Wolves, in the end, managed to get the job done, picking up the 3 points, which is what matters at this point in the season. Winning the game by 2-1, and a blow there for Luton Town. Everton in the evening kickoff took on Brentford at home. I had that down as a 1-0 win, and I was spot on with that 1-0 win there for Everton, and confirming their safety as they're going to be a Premier League club for next season. And the final game on Saturday night, you had Aston Villa taking on Chelsea. I had that down as a 2-1 Aston Villa win, finished 2-2, so Tottenham still alive and kicking when it comes to that top 4 race, because that is now confirmed as being the Champions League spots for the Premier League next season. Top 5 will not be a case of Champions League football. It is top 4. So Aston Villa dropping points there, finishing 2-2 in a match that was surrounded by VAR controversy. And then moving on to Sunday, you had Bournemouth taking on Brighton. Had that down to 1-1 draw. Solid 3-0 win that for AFC Bournemouth. Brighton looking a little bit all over the place at this moment in time. He had the North London derby. Had that down as a 2-1 Arsenal win. Arsenal really came flying out the blocks. 3-0 up by half-time, completely or near enough killing the game and getting it done and dusted. And at this point in the season, it's what Arsenal have got to be looking to try and do to get matches sorted as quickly as possible. And in a high-pressure game against Spurs, managed to do that. Spurs did well to work their way back into the game. Arsenal saw the job off. They picked up a really big 3 points there, and a big blow that for Tottenham Hotspur in the race for Champions League football for next season. So it handed it over to pressure onto Manchester City in their game against Nottingham Forest. I had that down as a 2-1 narrow City win. Finished 2-0 to Manchester City. A very professional, well-managed job. City not at their best, but still picking up the 3 points there. And it just ticks off another game for them there. And we're starting to narrow it down to a 2-horse race between Arsenal and Manchester City. So I managed to get 1 correct score, 4 correct results, 5 incorrect, 3 out of 10. Not too shabby. You do have, at the time of me recording this video, Chelsea taking on Tottenham Hotspur tonight, which will have a little bit of an impact on what happens in terms of the top 4, and Chelsea looking to try and sneak some kind of European place for next season. So that moves us on to match day number 36. First game taking place on Friday, 3rd of May. You've got a big game for Luton Town at home against Everton. And I'm going for, with Everton already being safe, I'm going for a 1-1 draw there. And puts a little bit of pressure onto Nottingham Forest. But if Luton do end up dropping points, I think that'll make Nottingham Forest feel much better, and I think they are going to drop points, going for a 1-1 draw there. And then moving across to May the 4th be with you. Early kickoff, you've got Arsenal taking on AFC Bournemouth live on TNT Sports with a 12:30pm BST kickoff time, going for a 4-1 emphatic Arsenal win. I see nothing other than 3 points and a straightforward 3 points for Arsenal. Home turf against against Bournemouth, who aren't the most defensively of sound of teams. They're going to have to sit tight, try and be patient, try and contain Arsenal. Arsenal go all guns blazing, and I can see Arsenal scoring 2, 3, 4 goals even before half time, and preserving some energy and handing pressure onto Manchester City, who are playing later on Saturday. So going for a 4-1 win there for Arsenal. Into the 3pm, you've got Brentford taking on Fulham in a West London derby. Don't think it's going to be a classic, going for a 0-0 draw there. You got Burnley taking on Newcastle. I think Newcastle going to cause a bit of a stir down at the bottom. I've been impressed with what Burnley have been doing. They've put themselves into having a fighting chance, potentially, of them staying up in the Premier League. But I think Newcastle are going to pick up the 3 points at Turf Moor, going for a 2-1 win there for Newcastle United. And in the final 3pm game, you've got Sheffield United taking on Nottingham Forest. Sheffield United playing for pride. Nottingham Forest trying to pick up 3 points towards safety. I'm going for a huge call here, going for 3 points for Nottingham Forest and a 2-1 win for them away against Sheffield United. And then in the final game, you've got Man City taking on Wolves. I think it'll be a pretty similar game to what you saw from City against Nottingham Forest last weekend, with Man City doing a nice, clean, professional job, going for a 2-0 Manchester City win with a 5:30pm BST kickoff time on Saturday, May 4th for that game being broadcast live on Sky Sports. Now, on to Sunday, May 5th, you've got Brighton taking on Aston Villa. Going for Aston Villa to pick up a big 3 points in that top 4 race at 2pm, going for a 2-1 Aston Villa win. Brighton, I've just not been that impressed with them as of late, so I don't see them stopping Aston Villa. You've got Chelsea taking on West Ham, going for a 3-1 Chelsea win. Chelsea are very unpredictable. Home team, I expect them to be beating West Ham, so I'm going for a 3-1 win there for Chelsea, also kicking off at 2pm on May 5th. And in the final game on Sunday, you've got Liverpool taking on Tottenham Hotspur at 4:30pm BST, with the game being broadcast live on Sky Sports. And I'm going for a narrow win for Liverpool, for them to get back to winning ways. I'm going for a 2-1 win, and if Spurs don't win against Liverpool and don't win on Thursday against Chelsea away from home, 2 big away games there, and Aston Villa do win this weekend, I'd say that's them done for Champions League football for next season, and of course means they've got nothing to play for when they face Manchester City in that home game for them, in that game in hand, which could well have huge implications for Arsenal, maybe winning the Premier League. So if Spurs have got nothing to play for, then from a City point of view, that would be brilliant. And then on Monday, May 6th, you've got Crystal Palace taking on Manchester United, 8pm BST kickoff time live on Sky Sports, and we're going to chuck it out there. Crystal Palace, I'm going for a 2-1 win for them against Manchester United, because United are in dire straits. They looked so average, so poor. I don't rule out Crystal Palace win that game at Selhurst Park. Hostile atmosphere. Palace take the lead. Palace go on to win the game. Going for a 2-1 victory there for Crystal Palace. So there we go. They have been my Premier League matchday number 36 predictions. Do get your predictions, guys, into the comments below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Do subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. It is free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description if you want to go and follow me on like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. And I'll see you guys real soon for the next video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.